Alright, what's going on, guys? Trev back again. Here to bring you another video. This one's going to be doing a video giving my thoughts on the second last episode of the Strain television series for the first season. That's season 1, episode 12, which was called Last Rites. Alright, and as always, my reviews do contain spoilers for anyone who hasn't seen the episode yet. You may or may not want to watch this review. So that said, anybody who's been following my reviews for The Strain through the first season knows how much I love The Strain at this point. This episode had a lot of what makes The Strain so awesome. Yet again, we had some flashback sequences, and we got to see what exactly happened to Abraham's wife and how Thomas, the second in command, I guess, vampire, Eichhorst, had an influence in that, and how they kind of have this this rivalry going between the two. I love the way the actor that plays Eichhorst says his number 8230385. The way he says it, it always just, I don't know, I love the how he just kind of says that all the time as he's referring to him. So that was great. Of course, it wasn't a face-off exactly, but almost like a face-off, where he was closing the door and he was looking, and they kind of saw each other, and they kind of, squared each other up. I'd like to see maybe for the finale of the first season, Abraham somehow get Thomas and kill him or something like that. Although I don't think it's going to happen, because I do think at this point they're probably going to try to get at least a few seasons out of The Strain. We know they're doing a second season, so that's good. But I wouldn't be surprised if they were going to try to go even further than that, maybe get a third, fourth, even a fifth season out of the series, because it's such a good show. I think it could go on for quite a while. We also have, of course, that other group, which is like they're vampires, so they're infected with the strain, but they have assault rifles, and they've got a pretty good little size army there, since of course they're using firearms and everything. And Gus, we had him basically run into them in this episode as he essentially went to rob that car dealer, or stolen car dealer, that we met earlier on in the series. So I liked all the stuff with Gus this episode and found that to be very exciting. Of course, great lead up to the actual finale itself. And then, of course, in addition to that, we had the group as our group of survivors with Ephraim, Abraham, and the others had to actually, run downstairs, because as they were sending out the signal to let people know what the strain is all about, Eichhorst was able to locate their location and essentially attack as soon as possible. So, of course, knowing Abraham, he had a way out. Now, I always imagined that place downstairs was closed in, but I guess it would make sense that he would have a back door if he needed to get out, and he would have that by design. And as we could see, he had it really, like the doors are really well made. They were almost like to a vault to get into the place. So very, very cool stuff. So I liked all of that. Flashbacks were great. Stuff with Gus was great. Want to see what happens with him. I was thinking after last week's episode he was going to run into our main crew, but that wasn't actually what happened. He ended up running into that other weird vampire crew where they, for some reason, captured him and left the other guy kind of out of it. So really cool, really good developments, and I'm really interested to see how the final episode of the season, how the finale is going to be. We've had an epic season with all kinds of different, great episodes throughout it. That the finale itself, I'm kind of expecting it to be somewhere along the lines of what we're used to seeing anyway, because we've had some episodes that have been really damn epic. Them going face to face with the Master, the gas station where they got attacked, that was epic. There was so many awesome episodes that felt like a finale in and of themselves. I'm really not sure what they're going to do with this finale for the first season. Of course, we had the death of, is it Nora? Yeah, Nora's mom in this episode, which was pretty brutal, and it was by that rocker guy we saw earlier. So I do like how they're kind of working in some of the characters that were turned earlier on in the series back in. So it kind of gives more weight to those episodes where we had some more focus on them. And he's a pretty fearsome vampire, because as that bigger guy, the inspector, the rat catcher, went to swing at him, he ducked it and he went underneath it, right? So not only are they all very tough to begin with, but vampires like him and Eichhorst will actually fight intelligently, where they'll avoid things, and they'll, I think he might end up being one of the chosen as well. So I thought that was pretty cool, pretty scary, and all in all, I really, really love the episode. Another great episode of a great series. Gonna miss it until it comes back next year after the finale, but the first season's been incredible. The 13 episodes, awesome. Can't wait to see the final one. And I'm gonna give this episode a solid 9 out of 10. Yeah, really, really good episode. Another great one. So can't wait to see more of The Strain next year and for the finale. And let me know what you guys think about the series at this point. I really have just been really loving every single episode they've had so far. Only 1 or 2 episodes here and there haven't been that great. Like the one where his wife got turned, it wasn't the best. But, I mean, even still, that's his wife, so it's not that bad either. It's not like it's filler or anything, because it is our main characters, one of our main characters' wives. So I think it's important to see stuff like that for us to care about the characters, like Abraham with his flashbacks, right? Really adds a lot to that character. If you don't have that, if you don't have those flashbacks, you don't get the rivalry between him and Eichhorst. You just don't get it. It's like you see them face off. He might say some things, whatever, but you don't really, get it. You know what I mean? So, amazing series. Let me know what you guys thought about this episode. And if you like this review, please thumb it up below. If you want to help support the channel, please share it. Tell someone else about it, favorite it, and yeah, losing my voice. That's it for this video, guys. See you for the next one. This is Trev, as always.